Hey guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. It's Chris here for But First a Cup of Coffee. And today we are going to talk some more about making things. Yesterday I said you guys should spend your weekend going out and building things. You know, if you don't have anything to do, like try and make something. And, I had a few people message me because I mentioned that I learned a lot on YouTube and they asked me for suggestions. So here are some suggestions on people you should pay attention to on YouTube. I'm going to give you three. The first one, and the absolute most important one, is a guy named Steve Ramsey. Steve runs a channel called Woodworking for Mere Mortals. And it's a great channel for anyone who is just getting into the craft. Steve has no formal training. He's not like a master cabinet maker or anything like that. He's just a guy who decades ago started banging around in his dad's garage with some woodworking tools, and over time he's developed an incredible set of skills. And through that experiential learning, he's learned what's easy to learn and what's hard to learn, and how to put together projects in a way that anybody can. And so that's why his channel is, Woodworking for Mere Mortals. It's stuff that anybody can do. So if you want to start woodworking, definitely check out his channel because he has incredible projects that look easy and sound easy, and you don't think that they'll look very nice when they're done, but he gives you really neat ways to finish projects, and he shows you smart, intelligent shortcuts to get things done, and in the end the projects always look amazing. On top of that, Steve also just launched a new program called The Weekend Woodworker. It is a paid course. I think it's like $150. But he shows you tools that you need to buy, and he helps you save money by skipping over crap you don't actually need. He shows you great ways to use cheap tools in new and interesting ways to save money there. And the whole project is designed around the idea that even if you've never picked up a hammer or a saw in your entire life, in 2 days you can have an entire wood project done, start to finish. And like anybody can build these projects. It's really cool the way he has this program set up. Even the tools. Like if you don't own a single tool and you just wanted to go to the store and buy everything you need, he gives you a list to do all that sort of stuff, and it's less than $1,000 for everything. And I think my favorite part in this little program, now I've not taken it yet, but I've looked through all of his materials, but one of the things he really focuses on making sure is that there are zero assumptions. He doesn't assume you know how to use a tape measure. He doesn't assume you know how to use a drill. He shows you. It's just like, if you know how to do this, then you know how to do this. But if you don't, this is why I'm, doing this. It's a video course. I think he said each video is like 30 minutes to an hour long because he goes over like every single step. And he even does the no assumptions thing with tools. So if he gives you a tool list, he's putting everything on there. Like, you will need glue, you will need screws, you will need nails. Like, he doesn't assume you have anything, so it gives you an absolute start to finish list of everything you will need. So yeah, for anyone who wants to get into woodworking, the stuff Steve is making is the perfect way to go. If you're looking for inspiration for interesting, dynamic, and cool designs, there's a guy running a channel called Four Eyes Furniture, and everything that Four Eyes makes, I believe the guy's name is Chris, is astonishing. The guy has an incredible eye for detail, and his design sense is really modern and interesting. I will say, if you're looking to learn, his channel is maybe not the best. His channel is more cinematic, artistic, lots of cool angles, soft lighting, that sort of thing. It's very pretty to watch, and the projects he makes, like I said, are just absolutely gorgeous. So if you want to get interesting ideas on how to design things, that's absolutely the way to go. In fact, if everything goes well, I will be building a new TV stand for the living room project that I'm finishing up. And I got the inspiration for my TV stand design through one of his projects that he did. So if that comes to fruition, I'll make sure to highlight that and show you that. But so if you want a really cool, interesting, modern aesthetic to projects you're building and you're just looking for some ideas to get you started in your own design, definitely check out Four Eyes Furniture. And finally, if you want to expand beyond more than just woodworking, let's say you are interested in potentially metal fab stuff or CNC stuff or circuits, Raspberry Pi, Arduino, all that sort of stuff. There's a guy named Bob, and Bob likes to make stuff. That's how he starts all of his videos. Hi, I'm Bob and I like to make stuff. Channel is called I Like to Make Stuff. And Bob is a jack of all trades. He does some cool, incredible stuff. A lot of it is woodworking stuff, but a lot of it is more. And he's really cool about experimenting and trying new things. He will start a lot of videos, basically just being like, I decided I want to try and make this. And then you just sort of run through it. And he's like, I think we could do this and this and that might work. That's my plan. Let's start building. And then he'll start putting things together and then he'll be like, I had to change this because that didn't work. And he sort of works you through the whole trouble-solving process from start to finish. And it's a really good channel to see how in-depth and interesting projects can get. He's really good about, like I said, blending more than just standard woodworking. He'll be like, here's our woodworking project, but also I'm going to use this 3D printed thing to change this or move that. And so you get a lot of that really cool sort of extra stuff. And then because he goes through it start to finish and you see a lot of the trouble solving stuff, it can really help you develop skills. So if you get stuck on a project, it'll help you work through them. Bob also does a live stream where he builds something start to finish live. So again, really interesting and a good way to see a lot of the trouble-solving processes that go through, that a person can go through when you are building a project and then you hit a problem. So really good channel there. Those are 3 of my favorites. There are obviously tons and tons of incredible builders out there. Anyone who's gone on to YouTube has probably heard of, Paul DiResta. He does great stuff, but it's all visual. There's not a lot of learning involved. But for anyone who's interested in getting started in making, those are the 3 I would definitely say. You have to do Steve. Watch Steve's stuff. He will teach you immense amounts of basic woodworking skill in just a few minutes of your time. Like I said, Chris at Four Eyes is incredible with design, modern aesthetic chic stuff, so go check that out. And then if you want to expand beyond wood and just see cool and interesting projects and learn how to fail and rise from that failure, definitely go check out I Like to Make Stuff. So anyways, there's some things to fill your weekend with. Maybe go watch some videos, get inspired, and then start a project. But I'm Chris. Thank you again for hanging out with me. If you want to drop me a message, go ahead and leave it in the comments or hit my Twitter. Otherwise, have yourselves a wonderful Saturday. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow.